at this point, yeah, I mean, less than a minute left in this third and final round. Oh, the speed that Eddie Radical
Strength beats skill every time. Also, they say, now if you knew you were going to have the fight of a lifetime, but you could only choose between two attributes, strength on the one hand and skill on the other hand, which would you choose?
Yeah?
I mean, at the end of the day, if you could get by on purely being strong in a fight, then who needs to train a martial art? In fact, who needs to learn self-defense?
Yeah? Okay, good man.
How'd first round go, Ed?
It's good, mate. You've got to, I say, they've got no experience whatsoever, so you just got to be, you know what I mean, I'm trying to place them, trying to do it on the side of the head so it hits the head guard and not the nose. Trying to be nice.
What percentage of power were we going at?
Honestly, like, not even 50%. You've got to go some, otherwise it's the speed, isn't it? If you go too slow, it's going to dodge it.
I've just asked Eddie how what percentage he was going at. What do you reckon he was going at?
The second one that took me down, that felt like a bloody train.
Think of those dudes that go to the gym to work out. Now, they work out not to be functional, but just to be big and intimidating. Get those reps in, get the muscles up, so strong. I don't know what I'm on today. Either way, does strength overcome skill? Keep watching and we'll find out. There's two things that people think they can do without training: fornicate and fight. And for some reason, I don't even know why I said that. And this leads some people to believe that all they need to do is work out, and that's good enough to get them by in a fight. This is a myth that strength overcomes skill. And it's based on the concept that pure strength can overpower anybody of any skill level. Now, let's be honest, strength does have a compounding effect in a fight. Of course it does.
10%. 30, 40. Out the way, guys. Why, man? You better have to close your eyes, mate. We're out for the best.
There is a difference between power and precision. Now, where strength is ideal, technique can make a difference. Because if you think about it, if you have good technique that relies on little strength, then the strength should come in afterwards. Now, nobody's saying that you can't be strong and you can't use strength. Think of it like this. Proper technique often teaches good biomechanics. Now, with good biomechanical movement, you add strength to that. You're pretty much going to have a good all-round fighting game. Which one trumps the other? Strength or technique? I guess the issue is how long can you fight for? If you've got strength, you've got limited endurance. Technique allows you to have a little bit more endurance. But here's the key thing. Most self-defense confrontations are going to come down to two things: striking and grappling. And very quickly, two people can get entangled in a stand-up grappling in a street fight. Strength is an issue in that context. Now, real-life encounters favor adaptability over sheer power. Ultimately, when you're fighting to defend yourself in self-defense, it is self-defense we're talking about, then you're talking about operating in an uncontrolled environment, an arena where anything goes. Skilled practitioners know that real situations require some form of adaptability and quick thinking. Now, strength can feel and be intimidating, but what really counts is your ability to adapt and survive in a street confrontation. Now, we've all seen that little guy beats a big guy, but you can argue, is that skill or luck? I think in fighting you need a lot of things, but luck is one of them. And it's really who's quick enough to pull that die. Another consideration, efficiency versus fatigue. Now, if you could only choose between the two, because here's the game, then we're looking at the issue of energy conservation. Can you conserve your energy? Can you last the fight? Now, good technique should allow you to persist a little bit longer than you necessary. It's that little guy that looks around, suddenly goes bang. Strength, or even your energy, is like rocket fuel. Doesn't matter how big your tank is. If you burn through that fuel quickly, you're still going to be done in a street fight. So your number one priority should always be to conserve your energy, and skill and technique will allow you to do that. And one of the things people forget about fighting, it's all about what's up here. It's your role of awareness and your strategic thinking. I mean, we could go as far as saying situational awareness beats muscle, but at the end of the day, you have to be clever. You have to be aware and know what's happening around you. It doesn't matter how big you are. If you have no clue who's rearing up on you, then you're pretty much done. So what's the takeaway? Well, obviously, if you had a choice of both, then you would take both. But if we're going to individualize this and say you could only have one skill or the other, what would it be? Well, for me, it would always be technique. Strength would get me so far. If I had no skill at all, then pretty much I'd have to Hulk my way out of things. But that doesn't always go far enough. Skills don't always have to relate to your ability to punch or move. It could be your mindset training. It could be your awareness of what's happening around you. It could be many different aspects of the fight. So if I had to choose between skills and strength, then a multitude of skills would actually be more of an advantage. At the end of the day, being able to handle a weapon is a skill. And if you give me a weapon, then you'll see a whole new world. Maybe you should just train your natural gifts. So in the end, strength is valuable but limited. What you need to fight is a thinker's brain. What you need, timing, movement. You need the physical intelligence. Physical intelligence is something completely different. It's that fight IQ. So get training, learn a skill, but most importantly, practice punching people. Thanks for watching.